a Sapporo. I was drinking that and I burped. That didn't smell half bad.
It's fucking gross. Hi everybody, George here. And you're James.
Oh, thanks.
Forgot his name. Anyway, so we're here today
Hi, James.
to try basically all the beers you can get in the convenience stores here in Taipei. So Taipei is an awesome city, everybody's always drinking and bars, all that. So what do you do when you're going from one bar to the other bar? Convenience store beers.
Oh yeah, what do you call that? Walking beers.
Walking beers. Walking
beer.
beer, yeah, that's the name. So this isn't your fancy craft beers. You're not going to have them on tap and get all the aromas and the fruits and all that. It's just the beers you're going to pick up on the way. So I'm going to be posh and drink it from a glass. He's going to be that guy walking to the next bar.
Just drink it from the can.
And drink it from the can. Cool. So before we start, we're going to run you through these beers. So basically here we've got all these beers. These are from Taiwan, made here. These beers here are Japanese because, you know, Japanese beers are huge in Asia and very, very big in Taiwan. And then here we have the lone little American one because it looks all fancy.
I thought the can was shiny. I'll see how that goes.
Yeah, so that's the one James picked out. Okay, so first of all, we're going to talk about these two beers. This is Taiwan beers from a company called TTL. It's government owned, and they are by far the biggest brand in Taiwan, right?
I think so. I actually have no idea which is the biggest brand. I know I see them a lot, so I'm gonna say yes, that's right.
Yeah, so you get these at restaurants, at KTVs, everywhere. They command like 70, 80%.
It's cheap, that's why.
Yeah, and 80% of the beer market they command. There's other brands do some, but they are by far the biggest. So we're gonna start with their classic one. Let's crack this open. Oh, bit of a pop. So I'm taking a glass, you're taking a can. Cheers.
Cheers.
Let's see. What do you think of that?
It's like watery beer.
Yeah, this one's a bit too light for me, the classic. I get it's just like I get a teeny little bit of skunky flavor, but
I actually haven't been drinking this a lot. I've been drinking the other one, but I know why people can just keep drinking. Like
Yeah.
they start chugging this
because it
this
tastes
is
like
water.
water.
It's basically water.
Tastes like water. So now we're going to the second one. This is the gold medal. It's Taiwan beer as well, but it's just a different variety. Not from the can, but
I get the can again.
all right.
Wait.
Second one.
Sound right.
Do you want to do the glass this time?
I'll do the can.
Okay.
Does that sound right?
I think it's right. All right. See, I prefer this one. You know, you get much more.
More flavor.
Yeah, this is 5% as well. That's like 4.5, the other one. But
And this one tastes like beer.
yeah, I much prefer that one. Now, moving on. I'm just gonna chug that.
No, I'm not.
So then we've got Qingtao. So basically, Qingtao came to Taiwan around 2002, 2003, and they're from China. So that was kind of made things hard for them to like really spread in Taiwan at the beginning. Now, like they brew it here. So the cans in China or the ones in Hong Kong say brewed in China or at different places. Here this says brewed in Taiwan. So it's actually made in Taiwan. The brand just isn't Taiwanese. So they came in after Taiwan beer. They're not as popular, but they've made a bit of a mark because.
Made in Taiwan, and if I say it tastes bad, I'm gonna get my ass kicked.
There you go, can again for you.
And again.
All right.
Why do I keep smelling it? Like, oh, what is it?
Yeah, you do.
There is a smell though.
You do get the aroma, but
There is.
see, this is kind of vinegary to me.
There is a heavy smell. You know, this tastes lighter than that.
Yeah, this is.
This is lighter.
Yeah, it's a bit fruitier for me, but it's just it's not. It doesn't taste like beer. Next, so these two are interesting. They're some of the newest beers that have come out in Taiwan, and they're made by the Qingtao Group, which also owns the Kavalan whiskey distillery. So Kavalan whiskey is now huge. So they've just gotten into the beer game with these two. So there's a Munich Helles, which is kind of like a lager, and a Hefeweizen, which is like, you know, the fruity banana Belgian beer.
What's a lager?
A lager?
I mean a lager?
Yeah, make fun of the accent.
Oh, sorry.
All right. Wanna glass this one this time? I'll do the can. I'll be the everyday guy.
Oh, yeah, it doesn't have that smell. I never had this.
This isn't bad. It's a bit different, like from all these. I get a lot of spice to this. It's I know this is still winning for me. Taiwan gold medal Taiwan beer still winning for me.
This one's not bad. It's not bad.
For me, it's just more spice. I don't really get any like maltiness from the beer, so I'm not feeling it as much.
But it's pretty good though.
Yeah, pretty good. Okay, the next one, this is a Hefeweizen. So this is basically completely different style from all these beers. It's a Belgian beer. It's got wheat in it, so it's going to be hard to compare. But to be fair, I think it's quite cool that you can find a different style of beer in the convenience stores here. You know, if you don't feel like a lager, you can try something else. See, you get a lot of clove and banana on the nose on these ones usually.
I know. What is that, a sausage? There is an after smell on this.
Yeah. It's not for everybody. Not everybody likes wheat beers, but I think it's quite cool that you can find it.
Wheat?
Wheat, yeah, it's a wheat beer. So instead of just malt, they use wheat and a different kind of yeast, and we're not getting all technical and complicated.
After you burp.
Okay, so now we're moving on to the next beer.
Next beer.
And we're starting with the Japanese ones. So up until this point, they've all been Taiwanese. We're starting for the Japanese ones now.
Oh.
Yeah. So this one is by Kering. It's called Bar Beer. A friend of ours really loves this, so this is his go-to walking beer. Cheers, buddy.
Cheers.
Yeah, I find this a bit too sweet for me.
Is Kirin naturally sweet?
No, the other Kering varieties, like the Ichiran one, they have them in some convenience store. It's better than that. It's a bit drier. It's a bit, I don't know, this is just a bit too sweet for me. I mean, if you like sweet beers, this is your thing, but not really for me. All right, so we're moving on to the second Japanese one. This is pretty cool because this is Centauri's beer, and they put a little boar here at the front because it's, Year of the Boar. It's pretty cool. Changed their branding for China. So, yeah, as we mentioned, the 5 big beer companies in Japan is Kering, Suntory, Sapporo, Asahi, and Orion. Asahi's number 1 in sales, but let's see what we think about the flavor. See,
that's smooth.
Smooth, but it's sweet as well. It's smoother than this one.
It's not as sweet as bar beer.
Yeah.
I can drink this.
Next beer. Now we have Sapporo. Sapporo is from up in Hokkaido. I loved this when I lived in Japan. When I went up to Hokkaido, you have this on tap. There's literally nothing better. Nothing better. Yeah, you just came from Osaka, but you've not been to. Yeah. But this one I love. So let's see what the can's gonna say. Yeah. This does it for me. Dry, crisp, refreshing. I don't want it sweet. I don't want it like super smooth. I want it with a bit of an edge, and yeah.
Yeah, this is what you would drink like whatever you're eating. It goes with. Yeah.
Imagine this on tap with some Japanese food up in Hokkaido, man. You need to get up there. Yeah.
Yeah, this is good.
Yeah.
This is good.
All right. Next, we're going to the king of the Japanese beers, Asahi Super Dry. Will it beat Sapporo? Remains to be seen.
When I was in Japan, they had a lot of Asahi on tap at many of the restaurants. And it actually tasted really, really good. I have an idea how this is going to taste.
Yeah. This is like, as I said, what Taiwan beer is for Taiwan, that's for Japan. It's like the best, like you can find it anywhere, like most places here in Taiwan on tap as well.
Taiwan's local beer?
Ooh, that's good.
Well, not just saying for the Sapporo, I was drinking that in a burp. That didn't smell half bad.
That's fucking gross.
Hey, some of the other beers where you burp, it just smells disgusting. That one, even after you burp, I can deal with it.
There you go. You can deal with the burps. This is your walking beers.
Man's beer.
So next, one thing about this one is Orion. It's made in Okinawa, Japan. It's big in Japan, but it's huge in Okinawa. That's all they drink, and we can only get this at Family Mart.
Really? No, 7?
Oh yeah, Family Mart collection. So I'm assuming 7-Eleven won't want to sell that. Yeah, so let's see. So this is the last of the big companies in Japan. That's okay. Fruity, light, watery. Yeah. I prefer the ones before. No.
The weird aftertaste. I don't care for it.
All right, next, so we have another by Asahi. It's the clear red. It's a winter limited edition, so you've got all these snowflakes and, you know, Christmas themed. I'm guessing it's going to be a red ale. This is clear red. Let's see. I didn't know the Japanese beer companies do limited editions for Taiwan as well. I know they do them in Japan a lot, but I didn't know they did them here. Yeah. So you can see here the caramel, the color. It's going to be, again, sweetness. I don't know. It's unusual. So I mean, if you've rocked five bar beers and Taiwan beers and you've been walking the bars all night, that is good for something different. But it
just has a sweetness.
Again, yeah. So me and him seem to not be that big of fans of the sweetness. But so now we're going to the only American beer we have here. It's the Budweiser Supreme, and it's gold and shiny. So we bought it.
Is it Supreme or Premium?
Supreme.
Oh, Supreme.
And yeah, it's got an old style fashioned pull off lid. It's just kind of a pain in the ass.
Oh Lord. I haven't seen these in like 25 years.
So it's super light. I guess the color doesn't speak of a really strong flavor. Yeah, we had this once before together, right?
Yeah.
Okay, we're kind of drunk then, so let's do this sober. No.
Ooh, that is some bubbly water.
Yeah, pretty much. Bubbly water. We weren't drunk last time. It was this bad.
Yeah. Wait, but some people actually like drinking.
Yeah, but they charge a premium for that.
Oh yeah, that's.
And
true.
they charge way more for that than all these beers. But then there's even less taste and it's watered down. So, I mean, it's not that it's expensive for walking beers. They're all cheap, but still, you can't really justify that.
I'm not gonna say that. It just tastes so much like water.
Because you're American. It's because you're American. That's why.
So I guess if I was like sleeping, I can drink this.
So we've tried all the beers, and now we're gonna give you guys our verdict. So I'm gonna do my verdict, you do your verdict, and then top three, I guess, and then different flavors for people who like different flavors. So for me, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna do Taiwan beer is number 3 for me. I like it. You know, it's refreshing. It still has the flavor of beer, but it's not, it's not too sweet. It doesn't have any of that sweetness, which I don't really like. Number 2 is Asahi. Yep, it's not going to be number 1 for me. I like that dry, crisp flavor, but Sapporo is number 1 for me. Yeah, so those are mine. 1, 2, 3. Go.
I'm gonna have to agree with you on the Sapporo there. That is actually my number 1 pick too. It was the best one for me to drink. It was actually I like it not sweet, so that's the first one for me. Second one would be the Asahi. So I agree with him there.
Just copying me. Just copying everything I say.
Kind of. But the third one would not be the Taiwan beer, even though it does taste pretty good. But it is I found it a little too foamy coming from the can.
Drum roll.
And it didn't come down as easy. So it would be the premium malt for me because that one is actually really, really smooth for me. Remember, I'm drinking from a can here, walking, going to the next place. I wanted to go down easily. So yeah, for me, this would be my 3. And for easy drinking. These are really, really light, cheap too. So that's why you see so much of them around. And the bar beer, I don't know. I would just never say yes to that. This one is the worst one I had today.
Yeah. Okay.
Agreed? This is the most expensive one out of everyone?
I think so. This one and this one.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, definitely not worth it. Yeah. I would say, this one's definitely yeah.
Go for Sapporo.
Yep.
45 NTD. Nothing.
How much is this one?
Like 7, 8, 80. Yeah.
Jesus.
Alright guys, thanks for watching. Those are our verdicts. So both me and James agree on the Sapporo is number 1, Asahi is number 2, and then third place is tied for the gold medal Taiwan beer, premium malt. If you do come to Taiwan though, I think we both recommend you do try some of Taiwan's beers. I know we're rating the Japanese ones as the best, but you should try the Taiwan beer, whether it's on tap or in a restaurant or a KTV. And
actually, Taiwan beer is actually really good.
On tap, yeah, as well. Awesome guys, thanks for watching, and hopefully we'll see you again soon.
Bye.
fucking did this so many times, I remember them by heart.